Today we're going to talk about sales and profits, namely how to make more. So who came here to learn how to make more money? Hold up your hands so I can see them. Everybody? What else would you come here for? Right? All right, so that's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to talk to you about how to make more money in your roofing business. One of the things, I love the theme of this event. The theme of this event is knock out your competition. So here's your first advantage to all of you owners that are in the room. You are here and they are not. Now you might be looking around the room and you might see a couple of your competitors, but for the most part, they are not here. So this already gives you a huge advantage. Some of the things that we're going to talk about. So we're going to do kind of 2 sessions with a break in between. In the first session, I'm going to introduce you to what I call the 7 sales and marketing profit activators that are present in every home improvement company. I'll introduce you to them. We'll kind of walk you through how they work and how you use them in your company to make more money. I'll give you examples on each of the 7 on how you use them in your business to grow your sales and to grow your profits. I'll give you a lot of good ideas and a lot of things. Now, obviously, I can't go through all 7 of them in detail in just a short period of time. So what I did was I picked out 2 of them that you could take with you out of this room this afternoon and implement into your business tomorrow morning. Right? And we're going to talk about those in the second session after the break. Little bit about me, like Ray said, I own a company called G4 Marketing Group. We're in the back over there. And essentially what we do, primarily we work with home improvement companies and manufacturers like Metal Master. And we help them essentially make more leads, make more sales, and make more profits. I used to be in the home improvement business like you guys. I understand your business. I didn't start off as a marketing guy. I started off as a home improvement guy and got into marketing. I think that's important for you guys to know because everything I share with you is from experience. There's no theory. Everything I'm going to show you works. It works and it's worked, and not only for me, not only for my clients, but for lots of companies out there. I've written some stuff, like Ray mentioned, the VIPs got a copy of my book, How to Double Your Profits in 6 Months or Less. I'm also very fortunate to work with a lot of the top home improvement companies around the country. In fact, one of my favorite clients is right here in Miami, East Weta Roofing. So that's me. So here's when Juan Carlos asked me to do this. Essentially his mandate to me was, hey, we're here, we're bringing these guys in to help them sell more roofing. Ideally, he wants you to sell more metal roofing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but just roofing in general. They want your business to be more successful. So I said to him, well, I'll essentially approach this presentation as if you were to hire me to help you grow your business one-on-one. And if you were to do that, we would start off with a couple of things. The first thing we would start off with is I'd want you to get really clear on understanding what your business really is. Because a lot of home improvement company owners don't realize the real business that they're in. So we're going to do that first real quick. The second thing is I like to find out where we can get the greatest results with the least amount of work as fast as possible. That's where the 7 profit activators come in. So that's what we're going to do next. All right? So, what business are you in? Who wants to tell me? Somebody. Roofing business, okay. Sorry? Recovery? Covering business, okay. Service? Okay. Good. Who said that? I like that one. That's a good one. So really, we're all in the same business. I happen to own a marketing company. I used to own home improvement companies. But the business that we're all really in is this business. We're in the customer business. Think about that for a minute. We're in the business of creating customers, keeping customers, and multiplying customers. Right? The only way to make money is what? The only way to make money is make a customer. Sell somebody something, right? When you sell somebody something, that's the only chance you've got at making money, right? So it starts with that. But if you really want to make money, you also have to know how to keep that customer, and you also have to know, how do I take this customer and make more of them from that customer? So this is why I talk about create, keep, multiply. So if you think about your business not as a roofing business, not as a covering business, I think, but you think of your business as we're in the money business, and in order for us to make money, we have to make customers, I think you might look at your business a little different. So let's talk about one of my favorite words, leverage. So the second thing, so that was the first thing that we had to establish. The second thing is, how do we get maximum results with the least amount of effort? How do we get great results with less work as fast as possible? We use a thing called leverage. Every company I go into, first thing I look for is leverage. What is happening at any given point in the process of getting money that is underused, that is not fully developed, where there's a sinkhole, where money is like leaking out. And that's where we go first, right? We fix that first. Does that make sense to everybody, right? And all of our businesses have it. I'm no exception. I'm not perfect, right? Somebody could come in and do the same thing to my business. But in your business, I understand your business very, very closely. I know your business very well. So that's where the 7 profit activators come in. So let's go through these for a minute. And the one thing that I want you to be thinking about, and I'm going to show you some examples of how you do this, is small differences, small improvements. Let me open this up and make sure I'm going to be on time here. Small improvements to each of these areas can make for huge results. Here are the typical results for a home improvement company. Roofing company, windows, could be interior bathrooms. These are some typical results, right? So let's kind of go through them. And I think, hopefully, can you guys all see that? Can the back of the room see that? I'll go through the numbers. So lever number 1 is increase the number of inquiries that come into your business. An inquiry is not a lead. An inquiry is just that. It's somebody that's inquiring about your business. It could be a phone call. It could be a web lead. It could be somebody mentioned you. It could be a home show that you were at. It's an inquiry. The second activator is, how many of those do you turn into appointments? Typically, it's 60, 70%. If it's higher than that, people are probably lying or they don't know. So about 60, 70% of those turn into an appointment. Of the appointments, about 75, 80% of them actually get run. So we actually get to sit in front of somebody and present our services to them. Of those, on average, industry average, about 30% of those get sold. Number 5 is increase the average transaction value. See, average transaction value is about $6,500 for roofing, siding, windows, kind of the area that you guys play in. Number 6 is increase asset recovery. Asset recovery is essentially of those jobs that we didn't sell, the 70% that we didn't sell, how many of those can we go back and get? Right? And then the last lever, number 7, is increase the number of referrals or repeat sales. Right? Industry average, usually about 7 to 10. It's relatively low. Right? So I use a tool, my company, and hopefully you guys can see some of this, where I take your performance and I put it out onto this worksheet. And so if I was to put it out onto the worksheet with the different activators up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a typical $1 million company looks about like this. So we've got 1,000 leads or inquiries that come in. From those 1,000, we set 650. We see 488 of the 650. We sell 146 of them. We lose, whoops. Wow, that went way, okay. We lose 18 of them through cancellation or finance reject. So that gives us initial sales of 129. At $6,500, that gives us about $1 million. We add in asset recovery for 18 more jobs. We add in referrals for 13, and we get a total of 160 times 65. That gives us $1 million, so about 160 jobs. Now, your numbers are probably different than this, but we're going to use this for me to demonstrate to you how the profit activators work. And then we're going to talk about each one of them specifically and how you use them to grow your profits. So the next thing that we look at, so this is the tool that I use, it's called the Performance Improvement Matrix. So these are the numbers that we had originally put in. So and then here, this number, by the way, is your gross profit. I put in 50%. Again, typical, maybe not so typical for you guys, but that's the number that I'm using. It's an easy number to use to demonstrate. So the way that this works is, what I want to see is, I want to go through your whole process. And I hope you guys are starting to think through your process in your company of how this works for you. Right? So I go through the whole process and I look at, okay, how are you generating inquiries? What does your website look like? Are you doing advertising? Are you doing home shows? What are you doing to generate inquiries? Then I ask, can we improve it? How can we improve it? And I'm going to give you some ideas, again, on each of these. But I want you to understand, so if you understand how this works, you'll walk out of here with a way. I mean, I titled this, How to Double Your Profits. I'm going to show you how to double the profits of this $1 million company here in just a few minutes, just by making little tweaks. Okay? So the first thing I look at is, okay, leads or inquiries. What if we just got 10% better? Just 10%. Does anybody think 10% is a big number? No? Relatively small number.